Build the most dangerous LEGO robot to win a deadly tournament and escape punishment. In today's video, I challenge 2 minifigures. They must build deadly LEGO machines using various weapons assembled out of LEGO. If your robot survives, you get a point. Whoever scores less points through 3 rounds will have to fulfill a punishment by facing his opponent's robot. Who gets the title of Best LEGO Engineer? And who gets punched in the face? We'll find out. Let's get started. Okay, let's start small. In the first round, the figures will have the task of assembling the robots using the minimum number of parts. This won't be easy, considering that each robot must have some kind of weapon to hit the enemy. After a couple minutes, the contestants are ready to show off their fighting machines. Blue has assembled this wedge-shaped robot, which is supposed to hit the enemy by crashing into it at high speed. Red has a similar concept, but a slightly smaller wedge. Well, how will they do in battle? Let's find out. But for that, we must build an arena. The arena is ready. Spectators are already waiting to see this exciting show. In addition to enemy weapons, the robots will also face dangerous traps in the arena. But how will the robots fight? After all, they are so small that they don't even have motors and controls. We will solve this question with the help of this Hot Wheels launcher, in which our mini robots fit perfectly. The robots will fly into the arena at high speed, hitting the enemy. The first to attack will be Blue. Let's see how his wedge-shaped form will help him destroy the red robot. Some of Red's armor begins to fly off in different directions, and the robot itself is thrown all over the arena. Blue has done enough damage for Red to be flipped upside down. Red's attack time. Will he be able to outmaneuver Blue? Let's take a quick look at that. Because of its high speed, Red's armor falls off right on the move, acting as projectiles against Blue. But Blue practically doesn't care about the attacks. Its sturdy construction and wedge shape allow it to deflect blows. I think it's time to summarize the first round. The winner seems clear. Blue gets a point. But it's not time to despair, because there are 2 more rounds ahead, where Red can still show all his skills. In the second round, the 2 figures will be given 2 motorized platforms, to which they must come up with LEGO weapons that can disable the enemy during a direct fight. Blue has decided to use a deadly spinner, which, spinning at high speed, can hit anything that comes close to it.
Yeah, boy.
Red's idea is to create a powerful hammer that will strike his opponent from above with great force, incapacitating him. But before fighting, I decided to test the 2 robots in a small trial, making sure that the weapon is really effective. In my case, it will be a set of LEGO pillars made of different sized cubes. First to be tested will be Blue and his deadly spinner. Wow, how epic the dice explode from the spinner's blows. The first and second levels were passed with ease. Would Blue Robot be able to bring these giants to the ground? Blue passed the challenge completely. What about Red? Red's hammer delivers very powerful blows, but the pillars are slow to fall. To distribute the force of the blow effectively, you should add a wedge to the end of the hammer. That's a different matter. The pillars just fly off in all directions. It's unlucky for the opponent who gets hit by this devastating weapon. Challenge complete. Now it's time for the battle. But before the battle begins, it's time to add armor to the robots. Let's start with Blue. This robot is completely covered with LEGO plates, which protect the robot's insides from the enemy's blow. The red robot also needs armor because the deadly spinner can quickly disable it. How cool the robot looks now, and its hammer looks even more menacing. Now it's time to prepare the arena, within the boundaries of which will fight battle robots. So, the robots take their initial positions. Who will win this battle? Pause and post your guesses in the comments. And now we'll see how it really goes down. Blue's spinner strikes Red's hull, shattering some of the armor. But there is a hammer counterattack from above, disorienting the robot. Blue manages to move out of the hammer's range and starts attacking from the flank, again destroying Red's armor. Red, having waited for the right moment, attacks again with the hammer and hits the armor directly. After a series of blows, Blue loses part of his defense. The spinner continues to spin, trying to incapacitate Red, but the hammer tries to deny Blue the opportunity to attack and hits him right on the weapon. After a fierce exchange, Red's hammer gets jammed, leaving him vulnerable. Blue capitalizes and with one final strike, disables Red's robot. It's a victory for Blue again. He gets another point. The only way out for Red is to win the next final round, as he can get a full 3 points for it. Finally, it's time for the decisive battle. Here you will have to use your imagination and skill to the maximum. After all, there will be no limits. You need to create a robot that does not leave a chance to the enemy. Let's see the process of assembling the robot from the blue corner. The first thing to do is to create a maneuverable platform on wheels to dodge the enemy's blows, as well as quickly hit him in weak spots. In the end, blue has this two-wheeled base, which is able to move quickly, as well as make turns around its axis. The base of the robot is ready. Now we need to work on developing the weapon. The mechanism of the spinner showed good results in the last round. Therefore, it was decided to equip the large robot also with a spinner, only this time vertical. To increase power, it will be spun simultaneously by two buggy motors. It looks really intimidating. Such a weapon is already dangerous not only in the Lego world. I wouldn't dare to try it myself. All that's left is to make a protective cover so that the enemy robot doesn't disable the insides. The blue robot is on full alert. Preliminary tests show that Red will have a hard time fighting him in the same arena. But where does Red stand? It's time to look into the process of building his robot for the final encounter. Red's robot has a four-wheeled base with four-wheel drive, giving it more mobility in battle. The red robot's weapon will be a rather unusual mechanism, a powerful lever that, thanks to a strong rubber band at its base, should knock over opponents and anything else in its path. With a lightning strike, Red Robot sends the figure that got in his way straight into space, a lever mechanism powered by a strong rubber band designed to flip opponents with a single strike. Add armor to the robot to protect its electronics and make it more streamlined. This will allow it to wedge itself under the enemy and immobilize it. The design of the red robot is awesome. Such a robot will definitely become a worthy opponent in the final battle. Well, the moment has arrived. Both robots are fully ready, which means that soon there will be an epic battle that will decide the fate of the two Lego figures. This time, the battlefield will be really huge, and to make the battle even more interesting, there will be numerous obstacles in the arena. Some of them will interfere with the robots, and in some cases even help. Robots take the starting positions and wait for the start of the round. And before we start, put a like under the video. If we get 10,000 likes, I'll release the second part, where there will be more robots, epic weapons, and the challenges will be even more difficult. Let's begin our grand finale. The robots activate and start moving towards the enemy. The blue robot decides to show the full power of its weapon and destroys a peaceful Lego bus with the first blow. Red launches bricks into the air with his lever.s, and now the robots decide to strike each other. Bad luck for the poor bus that got in the way. And now the first loss of parts to the robot bodies. It seems Red's dangerous mechanism can't do much damage to Blue. Well, we can only hope for head-on collisions. Meanwhile, Blue's spinner is performing well in battle, gradually destroying Red's armor as well as the obstacles in the arena. Red also decides to attack the buses to demonstrate his power. But Blue's weapon makes it much more spectacular. So far, no one has ever gained a tangible advantage. Although Red's weapon isn't as effective, Blue still hasn't been able to take him out. Blue is furious. It seems like it's going to be resolved soon. Did you see that? Red has lost one tire. Blue's chances of victory are clearly improving. It's not for nothing that Red made his robot four-wheel drive. Even with 3 wheels, the robot can easily move around the arena. But Blue seems to have found a weak spot. By destroying all of Red's armor, Blue has gained access to the robot's control module. If this unit is damaged, the robot will simply shut down and be unable to continue the fight. Blue manages to get a hold of the wires and begins to pull them. Red is pulling hard. But as you can see, the module is already outside. Red doesn't stand a chance. After a tense struggle, Blue pulls the wires free, shutting down Red's robot completely. Blue is the overall winner of our LEGO tournament. With a score of 0 of 5, Blue deserves the title of the best LEGO engineer, while Red will have to fulfill a harsh punishment. Thanks for watching, everyone. It was truly epic. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. Bye!